Good evening, Namibia, and we're back here again at the Windhoek Showgrounds Plaza Hall. This is a magnificent venue that has been hosting us for this entire day up to this evening. Last match on the men's calendar, that's Kidmanshoop Correctional Facility Volleyball Club versus Mighty Gunners. The boys are from Ochivarongo against the boys Correctional Service team from Kidmanshoop. It is the last match alongside that of Nampol Volleyball Club and Afrocat C. This is a good duo because both these teams are in the relegation zone with Mighty Gunners now playing their 8th match of the first round, and Kidman's Correctional Facility now getting into their 7th match. Kidman's Correctional Facility having 3 points there, and Mighty Gunners Volleyball Club with 2 points. It's a must-win match for both this team at 3-0, as we are just looking at their lineups here in terms of how they are formed. Both lineups of both teams here to be highlighted. As you can see them in song. The referees there is Andreas. That is Mr. Andreas Abiatar and Leon Ngobe. As we see for Kidmans, very Mushoko wearing jersey 1, Paulus Matthew 2, Chihoto Venjis Suva there. 6 is Manuel Macado, 7 is Ita Shakina Mukingila there, wearing 8, Simpson Aufiku 10, and 11 Angola Philemon Shopala. Mighty Gunners to look out for is Kanjeka Simon and Evelistus Kakwena, the 2 setters, 1 and 3. And then you have Mululu Silas, the blocker, and Dove Victor, also blocker. Nakale Titus, the outside hitter. And Johannes Shetunyenga is another outside hitter on jersey 8. You also have the likes of Shiele, now crossing in. So you can see there that is Elia, jersey 15. We are just trying, this is jersey number 6 for Kidman's Correction Facility, and that is Manuel Machado there, and there is Veli wearing jersey 1, and that number 7 there being Samuel Ita, called Samux, and that is Elia. We're just trying to determine his number there, I think 15, Elia Paulus. And together in the front line, he's with Simon Tihau Fiku, jersey number 10. Jersey number 4 is Chihoto Venjithuba. He's there. And 14 is Joshua Ipinge. And in the background there, jersey 7 is Nakale Titus of Mighty Gunners. Jersey number 2 there for Correctional Facilities, Matthew Paulus. And we see that frontline Joe of Elia Samuksa Ita, that is, and Venji Honga. The referees, as we had indicated, is Mr. Abiatar Andres and Mrs. Leon Ngobe. We're just trying to determine as to who is the first ref. And game is kick-started with a very good roll by Mighty Gunners, targeting the libero for Kidman's Correctional Facility, who is Harold Kalonda there. This team of Kidman's Facility, the oldest player being born in 1992, and the rest above 99 to 2004. Quite a young team. A very good point again by Mighty Gunners. And point reflective there as to terms of the score. Both teams already sussing each other out. And Veli Mushoko there wearing jersey 1 is on the bench, and J.S. Ndengu is a team manager for correction facility, and Ian Paulus is the head coach. Elia with a good point there on the outside from position 4 with that good set by Makado. Makado, number 6, is the setter. Joshua Ipinge is wearing 14. Kidman's in green in yellow, and I am your commentator for the day, it's Washitila Nekoto, and this will be our last match from the MTC VNL round of 4 Saturday games. We still have the last matches to be played tomorrow here, that is at Windhoek Showgrounds. These rounds being played over 2 days just to take up match game. It's an out ball by Samuel Ita, placing it out of court there, wanting to really just place the ball far out of reach of the defensive line. Joshua Ipinge is the server here for the Mighty Gunners. And as it stands, he is taking a comfortable ace serve. And good point there by, that is Joshua Ipinge. Both teams are playing for survival, both being in the relegation zone, with Kidman's correction facility having 3 points so far out of the 7 matches that they played, and Mighty Gunners last in the round in the 8 group teams with 2 points after eclipsing, that was Unam Hard Hitters in Katima, 3 sets to 2. So they have work cut out for them, both teams, each wanting to have that 3-0 win in order to try and survive in this competition. A good play by Elia there, just rolling the ball off the hands of the blockers for NDF, or for Mighty Gunners, so that is. And in your picture there is Venjithuba Chioto, jersey number 4, putting the ball out there. Samuel Ita is a server. Well passed, but overpass. Makado places it out to position that is 4 there for jersey number 2, Matthew Paulus. But unfortunately we're recovered by the blocker of Mighty Gunners, and a very good defense again by Mululu, wearing number 5. And good points there by Mighty Gunners. Mululu on serve, that's jersey 5. And Natangwe Silas rolls it out properly there, and Makado tried to hit it there. Jersey number 10, Simpson Naufiku, calling for a touch. Unfortunately, a ball was out of play. And Mululu gets his second run of the serve. A good pass by Kidman's correction facility, and a good pointer through the middle. That was a good point from the middle play by Kidman's correctional facility, making a mark for himself. Still trailing by 1 point. Elia with a serve, well passed by Mululu, and Angula Shopala is walking and putting the ball on the line, and a point there for Mighty Gunners. On service, Nakale Titus, jersey number 7 for Mighty Gunners. He really just would want to go back with a respectable point here. Back to Chibarongo, that will be. They've really found the going tough here in the league, just like NOVC, who was relegated last year already, to make a chance for them to come up, but finding it difficult in terms of winning here. Good footwork by Ipinge Joshua, recovering the ball very well, and again played by Abed. And Shetunyenga trying a hit over the over the head there, but unfortunately were recycled by correctional facility, who makes a big point of the block. It indicated that the second ref for the day here is Mr. Abiatar Andres, and assisting that is Miss Leah, who is the first ref. Angola Shopala there, jersey 11, with a big point for his team. And you can see that these teams are both going point to point and toe to toe. Because what's at stake here is the position in the VNL, and these are the last matches of the first round before the league transition into the second round. And one would want to find themselves at least 5 points above and try to consolidate again on a win against these teams. However, as it stands, both of them getting a chance to really get out of this and just draw nearer to hard hitters. It's a common ball being indicated, and no point given there. No point given there because of a ball that was on the court, distracting play on the male team. Good pass by Abed, set out, but that was an erratic hit by Joshua Ipinge, costing his team a point, and now it is 9, and that's Leah, the first referee for the match. And there's a match having taken a while to commence because of the refreshment for the referees that had to be taken. Good serve, but there is a net touch there by the referee, by the setter actually of Mighty Gunners. The error by him there. Wenjithu Vachioto still on serve, jersey number 4 for, and Abed making a meal of that, and an ace, gifting Chioto an ace serve, unable to recover the ball. In your picture there is Joshua Ipinge with Josiah Natangwe Ipinge, the libero, in the picture there. Out ball, erratic swing and unforced error. That attack by, that is Nakale Titus. Kitman's correctional facility starting to move away from Mighty Gunners. 12-8 it is. And the referees are just trying to caucus and try to discuss in terms of something that they have determined there. That's 2 referees, the assistant referee or second ref, Mr. Abiatar, trying just to indicate to his first ref, to his observation, and indicating readiness, and his first ref signaling for start of the match. Good middle play there by Shopala Angula, making a big point there. You could see that there's no love lost. The signal of a shoot there by Makado to the blockers to approach him on a quick ball to the middle. Shopala with a serve. That ball coming center and going backcourt. Elia going for power on that D and making maximum use of that set by his setter Makado. Correctional leading 13-9. Mighty Gunners are still struggling to take lead in this match after an impressive start, and that ball is out. 2 teams are both in the red zone of the points here in this top 8 teams of the best in the Namibian volleyball. Other teams are competing and vying for position in their association leagues, which the winners and runners-up will compete in the Namibia Volleyball Federation Cup, build qualifiers for the VNL. And VNL will get into its last year competition of sponsorship next year in 2026, where the 3 million will be expanded in 2026 after being spread over three years, 1 million each. The inaugural winners for the male was Namibia Correctional Service, who's still leading the log this year with 21 points with that win. And Elia just crossing the line. And this is just an unfortunate scene. Elia crossing over the net and hitting, that is jersey number 7. Feeling very dazed there by that contact. Ooh, just shoved into the net there by his own player. And that is Nakale Titus. Just trying to balance himself properly. The paramedics attending to him there. You could see that he's feeling a hit in his midriff. And it was unfortunate scenes I do not want to see on the volleyball court, especially with the players trying to just compete at this highest level. Substitution being made by Mighty Gunners, jersey number 7 being taken off, and coming on is jersey number 10. Jersey number 10 coming up, and you can see what happened here. Elia makes contact with the ball, but there's players just bumping into each other on the sides and really leaving Nakale Titus winded and trying to catch his breath. Substitution is still being discussed here, and jersey number 7 seemed to have recovered very well from that injury, but a substitution has already been made, and that ball is out. And Joshua Ipinge now on serve. That ball in there, and that's a lot of things that was happening there in terms of that movement, but correction facility pulling off a point. The substitution that was made for 7 as a front player there, I think, is Elia, who's actually wearing jersey 20. It's Elia Joseph Kalitheni. He came in for Nakale Titus. Mululu on serve. Good back court attack set by Machado. Mighty Gunners players almost getting into each other's way, but recovering very well. Still just a touch ball there, and unfortunately Kitman's correctional facility recovering very well from that and maintaining a 3-point lead against Mighty Gunners. Elia on serve. Elia on serve there. Good service by him. And that ball touching the roof. Well, there was actually a rotation there, a position fault called by the referee. That player should not move on movement or touch of the ball. You can see the coach trying to get them correct aligned, and they are all determining that there is no foul there. Second ref calling for justice call there, and as it is now, there is a commotion going on between the second ref and the coach for Mighty Gunners, both standing their ground and firm to say that there was no rotation fault. Kalitheni, who came in for jersey 7, a good powerful hit by Nia from the backcourt, and Mighty Gunners losing focus now a bit here with a distraction of their coach. timeout call there by Mighty Gunners. And the coach still trying to explain there to his captain to say, how can there be a rotation fault if their position was just correct. So you could see now the coach trying to talk to his players and saying, how do you then expect to be playing if you are losing focus? And both teams now trying to get themselves back into this game. Good, interesting matchup here. Good pass by, and Elia just putting that ball into the hands of a correctional facility, and they are having taken a point there. 15-18 it is. Shetunyenga with a good serve, but a good pass were recycled by Elia. Unfortunately, Shetunyenga cannot recover that ball, or could not recover that ball, and conceding a point. Correctional facility is starting to run away with it now here. Chihoto on his third attempt of service in the rotation. Getting it right this time around with a serve. Abet with a pass. Good out. Were recycled by the attacker there, Kalitheni. Trying to work Elia, but unfortunately for Machado, putting the ball into his own net and just giving Mighty Gunners a hope of recovering the scores. Shopala Angula on serve. Palangula on 7. That was a very good save, well recovered by the setter. Mighty Gunners, are they going to run the middle here? And getting into each other's way. Setter making it too tight for both Mululu and Shetunyenga, who are coming for each other there. Unsure as to where he wanted to put the ball, and also gifting Kidman's correctional facility with the point, as was gifted to them by KFCV. See? A good pass, but out of structure. A good play. Ball is going now to, that is Joshua. Joshua hitting the ball out, and they're just all calling on the setter to get himself going and agile. As it stands, Ketman's correction facility in the lead here with the second, with his first set, 21-16. Abet with a pass. Malulu could not get himself going. Elia going there with power, but well recovered. Good touch by the correction facility libero, and well recycled by number 10, and that is Samson Tiaufiku. Out ball by Kalitheni, and conceding a point. Machado, good serve, recycled by the libero. One hand played back into court. That was impressive stuff by Aufiku. Too slow there for Kalitheni, wanting to go diagonal from the backcourt. That's a very big hit by jersey 10 Simpson Aufiku. After recovering that ball very well, he managed to bring it back and make a point. And 23-16 is a score line in favor of that is correctional service. And timeout by Mighty Gunners coach. That's his second last timeout. And Kietman's correctional facility. And now just trying to consolidate that 23. 23 set to 16 in the first set. Mighty Gunners seem to have lost focus and momentum of this game here, trailing now by a great margin of 7 points. Two to match point, or 2 to game for correctional service or correctional facility. That's a powerful hit by Angula Shopala on Samuel Ita and Simpson Aufiku. The two there, jersey number 10 and actually jersey 15, and placing it on Elia's head there. Ball put down there by Mighty Gunners, starting to walk themselves back into this game. It's now 18-23. Chipping away on the big elephant points there, slow by slow. That's a good recovery, almost let down by correctional service. Again, Molulu walking Samuel Ita and walking themselves in within a few points now from 7. A timeout being called by the captain of correctional facility. That's just number 10, Simpson Aufiku. They're requesting for a timeout, not granted. And the setter, Simon Kanjeke. A good work by Shopala, but then they are saying that it was a net touch by Kauhena Matthew Stangeni, jersey number 9. Set point, Kietman's correction now gains 24-19. Leading Mighty Gunners by 5 points now. Aufiku with a good serve. Scrambling for the play that is Kietman's correctional facility, getting it right. Elia just dropping the ball on his side, Kalifeni, that is. Jersey number 20 for Mighty Gunners. Conceding that point for his team, and with that conceded point, a set they have conceded is now 1-0 in favor of Kietman's correctional facility. It's still anybody's game. It can still go anyway. It's a best out of 5 sets. And any team can win it 3-0, 3-1 or 3-2. Still open for any team to take it. There's a way ever of those score margins, but as it is, Kietman's correctional facility have bagged 1 set already, giving them an advantage going into the second set. And the coaches now are trying to re-strategize from both ends, that being Mighty Gunners and Kietman's correctional facility. We are back live here again on second set. And you see a lot of spectators there in the house. And Kasi organizers there for the corporate volleyball also in the house. It's a powerful hit by Simpson Aufiku off the block of Mighty Gunners, and getting a point that is Simpson Aufiku in your shot there. As you can see, good hit, and that is by jersey 9 for Mighty Gunners, Kauhena Matthews Tangeni, doing very well with that hit from position 2 in opposite direction, making a big point. The block again by Mighty Gunners, now railing themselves to go and just trying to win this one to give themselves a chance of the match. Kauhena Tangeni, good save onto Kalonda, who does a good defense, but Josiah working equally very well. And with that recovery from the libero and captain of Mighty Gunners, gives them now a commanding 3-1 lead over Kidman's Correctional Facility. It seems we're in for a long day here, as teams are all trying to really just consolidate, and good touch. Unfortunately, Josiah just far out of position, and that ball being flowed with so much power by Samuel Ita, who gets a big point of that block there. The play, and there's a net violation by Kidman's Correction Facility, and that's jersey number 4, Benji Suva, just indicating to his players that it was my fault. Mululu with a serve, good pass by Simpson, but it's overpass. Scrambled well back there by Correction Facility, and Chihoto and Jisuva making a critical point off the block of Mighty Gunners. And as it stands, they are squaring 1 point within of Mighty Gunners lead. Correction Facility, that is. Overpass, and Matthew Paulus making himself big at the net there. Jersey number 2 it is, Matthew Paulus of Kidman's Correctional Facility. Good save by Elia. Recycled a free ball, and the cheek is set by Machado. Quite impressive. Just caught them off guard there. Just walking that back set over the opposition's side. Josiah struggling with a pass, and a good hit. Air ball out of play. And that out of play ties up now the set scores 5-5. That was impressive by Machado. And Machado there, you could see him coming with that nice play over Angula Shopala, and Abed struggling to really get it. Good power, good recycle. Played into random open space with no player to attack it. Advantage. No touch called. Oh, there is a touch called. Still waiting to see what the referee's decision is. Point is for correctional facility. The touch has been determined. The touch is being determined there. And that is Paulus Matthew on serve. Overpass recycled very well. Oh, that's a erratic and a hefty swing onto the opposite court for the female match that is ongoing that side. That is Simpson Haufiku, jersey number 10 of Kitmas Correctional Facility, a volleyball club there. Mighty Gunners still struggling to get into their system. And their passes are not working out very well for them. That's good system play, and Shopala Angola, just when we call the system being off, surprises Samuel Ita there with that sneaky fast shot. Really nobody was waiting or going up with him there. Then Jistuba Chihoto there, left grounded. And there was a carry being called, but nothing given. One head touch, setter backs out, and then again, jersey number 9 for Mighty Gunners, Kaukwena Matthew Stangeni, really just picking up the pace now for his team. And we still have their jersey number 7 out. And here is Shetunyenga, Johannes Christian. Good hit, but Shetunyenga recovering very well, but overpass with that recovery. Good, powerful hit again by Elia Achopala Angola. Unfortunately, could not get that ball down on the correction facility side, blocking it out as he was floating and not really balanced to put that ball down. Vejetuva Chihoto with the serve. Pass by Kaukwena, gets the play and makes a big point through that massive block there of correction facility. And this time around, really walking it very well there. Quite interesting. Quite interesting match it is. Interesting match. Service by Shopala Angola. Puts that into the net. And it's Mighty Gunners making many errors in terms of their points. A ball hitting Matthew Paulus off the floor. And some mooks are following up. That's a good touch by Shetunyenga. And played as a free ball. Calling for a lift there. Well recycled by Samuel Ita, Samooks as he's known. Good point by Mululu. He's getting a ball off himself when he was down and out, and aided ably by the net to get a big point. Still well poised for either team to take it here. As it stands, Mighty Gunners are now trying to consolidate with this 2-point gap and perhaps take the second set. Unfortunately not. The service errors becoming their undoing. Mighty Gunners, that is, and they are really losing focus. Impressive stuff. Serve is gained by Simpson Aufiku, jersey number 10. It was hit with such venom. Shetunyenga unable to pass that properly. But block out. That was a good attempt of a block, but not back into court. That is a correctional facility by Mighty Gunners. Still hit with such venom by Simpson. That's erratic swing by Kaukwena. Kaukwena just costing his team some points here now. Jersey number 9, Tangeni. Unfortunately, so far, both teams now really squaring up even. Again, the same player, Kaukwena, gifting Kidman's correction facility the chance to start running away with it. As it is Kidman's correctional facility in the lead, 12-10. And we are still coming to you live on MBC2 and DSTV channel 283. And on NBCsports.na on our YouTube channel, as well as NBC Plus TV. And that is where all the games are currently ongoing. Mighty Gunners really struggling here after such an impressive lead in the first 10 points. Well recycled by Mighty Gunners. Brought back, but they are found to be vulnerable. They're defending now with all they have. Good play. Again, you could see that there's a lot of scramble. And this time around, Elia making a big point for his team. Quite interesting matchup. And as it is, again, you could see Mighty Gunners trying to defend that very well to keep themselves into this game. Elia trying to defend that. Good hit by Simpson Aufiku. After that recovery and recycle set, goes powerful onto the center court there and makes a big point for his team. It's the two teams that are facing relegation here at Kitman's Hope Correction Facility, knowing that they were here before, are trying just to claw their way out of that relegation. Timeout being called by Mighty Gunners. Mighty Gunners Volleyball Club calling for that timeout. Coach Kudule, that is. It's now trailing within this set. And that's the first timeout by him after having a comfortable reach. Quite interesting volleyball there. But unfortunately, the Mighty Gunners really losing momentum. Samuel Ita with a serve. Good recovery. And just playing the ball out there was Mighty Gunners. This time around unable to make big points for themselves. And as it is, the boys are now just starting to lose grip on this match. Good recovery by them there from the floor. That was Kaukwena again defending very well. This time around, Dove Victor making himself big there and putting down Elia with that monster block. Quite interesting volleyball show. And trying to just get themselves into the lead, and Matthews, Paulus, just hitting the setter there on the face. And that was actually in the face of Angola Shopala there. Unfortunate for him, conceding a point as well with that hit. Good. That's a good hit by Elia Kalitheni. And Kalitheni really just working his magic there, trying to get his team going. These teams are really going at each other pound for pound. Ball landing right onto the corner. Ball called outside. Yes, indeed. Ball is given in by the referee. The referee calling for inside ball. The ball was inside, as confirmed by the referee. Ball deemed as a lift, and Matthew Paulo still on serve. Touch by Shetunyenga, going up slow and putting that ball out. It's becoming quite interesting here now for Mighty Gunners, starting to lose the plot, 19-13. And Chaz with that ace serve. Mighty Gunners correction facility, Kitman swap. Now in a commanding 7-point lead at 20-13. The coach bringing off Kauhena Tangeni and bringing up that is Ipinge Joshua. You could see that their number 7 have not yet recovered very well. And in this regard, the Ochiwarungo boys are really falling far back off. Quite interesting matches that is. Good serve. That's a good hit by Simpson. Makes a big point there for his boys, and makes a massive point. Mighty Gunners really just struggling in this instance, and really losing focus of their match there now. It's a battle of the services. Namibian Defence Force Mighty Gunners team up against the Namibian Correctional Service Kidman's Correction Facility team here. And as it stands, the boys are under command at 4 Artillery Brigade really now losing it. 22-14 in the second set. And as it stands, Correction Facility about to gain themselves some advantage. With this set, they will have a guaranteed 2 points for now. They win it. And such a powerful hit by that is Simpson Aufiku, who's really just getting into his groove and making a big point for his team. 23-14, that is for Kidman's Correctional Facility. The Commissioner General Aniela's second team boys making a big name for themselves, wanting to remain in this league as their big brothers who are top of the league now with 21 points. They are unfortunately in the bottom echelon of the league, sitting in position 7. If they win this one, they will be competing for that 6th and 5th position with Unam Hard Hitters and Calvary. We still wait to see who is to take it, and it's unfortunate that Mighty Gunners are not putting up a good defensive work here, unfortunately. The substitution being made there now. The ping is still being taken off, and Kafindi being brought on, and Kauhwena, Matthews Tangeni being brought in as well. Interesting on the other side is Afroket C versus Nampol Volleyball Club. Also an interesting matchup as to which team is going to take it. But as we look at the change over there at Afroket appearing to have taken the first set against Nampol Volleyball Club. And the coaches now just working out their strategy. Good play, and Kathindi there trying to just run the middle, and the ball is out. 15-23, it is in favor of Namibia Keetmanshoop Correctional Facilities team. And jersey number 4 there is Kathindi Natangwe Nikano. He's the blocker in play there. Just giving a shout out to his people in Achwarongo. He's now taking up serve, still trailing by a great margin. Again, cheeky attempt over there by the setter. And ball, Mighty Gunners making a big point there again. Kathindi not in a celebratory mood, wanting to recover his team very fast. Goes with a serve, targets Simpson. Elia uses the hands there, but the defense of Mighty Gunners not able to recover very well there. Serve is now with Keetman's Correctional Facility, and that is Makado. Makado Manuel on serve. Overpass, and two players going for one ball. Power there, but unfortunately the ball is out of play by Keetmanshoop Correctional Facility, and it's a set point 17 for Correctional Facility Keetmanshoop. Just banging on a service error there by Mighty Gunners, or to make a big point for themselves. Seta Kakwena has been brought on here, Evalistas. The guys really giving themselves a chance now with the rotation of the setters. Good save by Kakwena. Good play. Dove delaying his jump. Another critical moment, just gives the points away to that is Keetman's Correctional Facility. As it stands, it's now 25-15 and 25-15 for score. So we have the Revivals NDF match now done also on that side, and second set complete here by Correctional Service Keetmanshoop, taking it 25-18, and Mighty Gunners may have something in their tank, But we are still trying to find out as to who is leading in the Nampol and Afrocat C match. And that's quite interesting. Whilst we are on break there, we're just trying to give you snippets of the Afrocat C and Nampol Volleyball Club. As it stands, Afrocat C leading by 1-0, and the point score here being 2-2 now in favor of actually squared up 2-2 and 1-0 by Afrocat C. Nampol really getting a run for their money here. But still a good duel between these two matches, or these two teams. Good recovery. Touch there by Ignatius Ndemueda. And Theodore walking that block of Nampol very well there. And it's 3-2 in favor of Afrocat C. We will be giving you updates for that match. As it stands now, we're going into the last set, hopefully the last set of this match. With the way things have been going, Keetman's Correctional Facility seem to be having a grip on this one. But it's a do-or-die match. Mighty Gunners may just pull a rabbit out of the hat here and probably consolidate on a win. And here we have waiting now for the referee to give us a signal for the game to commence. And the crowd being pulsated with those hits from the other court. Could see this match not really having a lot of fans out for it, but that was a good hit by Shetunyanga on Machado. Yes, Seta was really left dead there for that attack. Shetunyanga going up very well and just cutting direct to the right on the line, going behind Kathindi, and realizing that Elia had left that line open. Machado had no defense to put up. Good block again there against Simpson Aufiku. The coaches for Mighty Gunners now have switched up the setters, bringing in Kakwena Evalistus to start as a setter, jersey number 3 that is. As a good block by Kathindi, so stopping those barrages of Aufiku Simpson. Good touch by Paulus Matthews, jersey number 2. Well recovered. Kakwena sets it out to Shetunyanga. Unfortunately, putting it into the net. That was a good set. Unfortunately, the attacker could not kill that ball. Simpson now on the serve. Good pass. Trying to get the setter out of play. Played off system from the back and well touched by Kathindi. Again, walking, coming that tall man there. 3 times in a row, giving some massive blocks. Walking that middle himself and getting his team into a transition. He has really made some good work going as a single blocker on this correctional facility team. Again, Kathindi, jersey number 4, really proving himself to be a big blocker there. That's Kathindi Natangwe Nikano, wearing jersey number 4 for Mighty Gunners, and serve there is still Shetunyanga. Will be this the set that they will have to recover from and get themselves 2 points, or will they eventually concede against Keetman's Correctional Facility? 4 touches being called but not given. Referee indicating that there was a block touch out today. That's Paulus Matthews in the picture. Good pass by Mululu. Power hit. Simpson. Still intimidated there by Kathindi Nikano Natangwe in terms of the attack, and puts the ball into the net, and that is the man of the moment now in this set for Mighty Gunners, having put up some massive blocks for his team. Going for a serve now and hoping that his fellow blocker does the work, but unfortunately Victor Ndove not following the ball very well there and conceding a point. Service by Elia. Not taking up a run, not doing a big run up. Puts that ball into the net. Some impressive volleyball here in this set. 6-3 Mighty Gunners lead. And unfortunately there, that's Elia Joseph Kathindi. No, Kalitheni. Just getting into the channel of the receiver there, who was Chetunyenga, waiting for that ball, and just pokes it out of his forearm. The service request is made in terms of who's to serve, and Paulus has been given a nod by his captain Simpson Aufiku, serving as the game captain here, it seems. Paulus Matthew with a good serve. Victor Ndove just looking at where Elia was coming from and placing the ball back there. Quite difficult to readjust in terms of footwork, especially when you are going on the inside for that defense, hoping that the blocker was going to go up in the air and putting it down with much power. But once he swings back to your right, it becomes a bit difficult to defend when you have taken 2 steps inside. That was a good block by Victor Ndove, and the opposition Kitman's Correctional Facility here opposing the referee's call, saying it was a reach. A good pass by Samuel. Unfortunately, him and Paulus going for the same ball, and the fear of injuring each other now causing them to just really lose their footing there. 9-4 is what it is now, and both teams are struggling. The match between Revivals Volleyball Club and NDF Phoenix, ending 3-1 in favor of RVC. That match, the last set ending 25-21 in favor of RVC, and the ladies' matches are done for today, and others will commence tomorrow. Others will commence tomorrow for the day. For now, it is only the boys' matches that are on. This one in its 3rd set. It can be the final set if Correctional Facility Kitmansop takes it, or it can go to the wire if Mighty Gunners regain control of this. That's a good hit by Simpson on Josiah Natangwe there. It was hit with so much aplomb. That was a massive hit from that position 4, and going with so much power because there was no block, and hitting the libero on the chest. Kakwena out there to Shatunyenga. Again, Simpson just trying to walk that block. Shatunyenga gets a second chance, and there is a touch call, and a point to Mighty Gunners on serve. It's a 5-point lead, and good save by Victor Ndove, passed out to Simpson Aufiku, blocked again by Kathindi. He's proving to be a menace in that blocking line of Mighty Gunners. maybe a hidden gem for the coach for Mighty Gunners there, just to try and tire the attack line of correctional facility, but that was a free hit. Samuel just placing it, realizing that there was no block and open space, being a sportsman and just placing it with ease, because any point hit hard or low is still a point. Good touch. Oh, massive play. Massive play there by that is Kidman's correction facility, but unfortunately Mighty Gunners with that monster blocker there, making a good point. Kakwena Evalistus, formerly with Nampol Ochozonjupa, and they are just getting themselves into play. Good work there again, but this time Kidman's correction facility not getting their ranges very well and just missing it out there a bit. As it stands, Mighty Gunners starting to run away with it, and it is now 13-16 in favor of Mighty Gunners. 13-6, I beg your pardon. It has been a long day indeed here at the showgrounds. We had great matches, but that was a good touch by the Mighty Gunners team, and obviously he's being the fifth live match being broadcasted here, and simultaneously other matches that have been running in between the mainstream have also just been given in terms of points. We saw that NDF Raptors annihilated Unam Hard Hitters 3 sets to 0. A big whitewash it was for NDF, who now have 20 points, falling 1 point behind correctional facility and correctional service. Those two teams, second and first in the log on the men's outstanding, will be meeting up tomorrow in what is billed to be a humdinger of a match between the leaders. Unfortunately, Simpson Aufiku, after having done such great work with the attack line, goes and commits an unforced error there and concedes a pointer to Mighty Gunners. It's well poised for Mighty Gunners to take this set and take it to the fourth set. But Elia saying, not if I have anything to do with it. And just drawing a point back from there. And it is now 14-10 in favor of Mighty Gunners. 4-point difference. And that ball is hit out by Kathindi. Unable to make a big point there, and gifting again correction facility. Kiatman Swap a point, and Samuel Ita is now on serve. And timeout called there by the Mighty Gunners coach. We're just giving you results from the afternoon or late afternoon matches. We said Revivals Volleyball Club defeated NDF Phoenix Ladies 3 sets to 1, and Unam Hard Hitters conceding 3 sets to 0 against the Namibian Defence Force Raptors. And the Raptors now firmly placed in position 2 with 20 points, 1 point behind Namibia Correctional Service. Those two teams will meet tomorrow in one of the highest billed matches to be played here at this venue. Good serve. Elia too late to drop that ball, well recovered by Mighty Gunners, fighting for their badge and honor there. And they say Gunners will always be Gunners, as they call them in Chibarongo. This time around, really proving that they are out to fight. Good set by Mercado, trying to find the Simpson. Oh, just with that easy placement that puts the ball into puts the point onto the court there. 12-14, they're working their way back into the game, but unfortunately gives credit to Mighty Gunners with a point there. And just when the spectators and everybody starts thinking that maybe it might be a whitewash for Keetman's Correction Facility, people's minds are starting now to turn to a possible 3-1 or 3-2. Good block. The players getting into each other's way, and a good hit again by Kaukwena. The Barrow doing very well for Keetman's Correction. Ball is up and about now. Shetunyenga places it outside. There's just so much rush on the Mighty Gunner side, unfortunately, and costing themselves a lot of errors. That seemed to be a problem with the setter of Correctional Facility, constantly wiping off his eyes there. That's Mercado. That seemed not to be severe, just probably sweat. And that is called as a foul. And the Mighty Gunners starting to lose grip of this match. Josiah, the captain there, jersey 15, just railing his boys on to say, let's fight, let's go. A short run up there by Elia. This time getting it right. Long pass, and that is Kalifeni. Joseph Elia, jersey number 20, making a good point of the block of Chihoto Venjituba and Machado, along with Paulus. So that's a good hit by Paulus Matthews, but well recovered by the reception duo Mighty Gunners. Elia unfortunately puts that ball into the net. Correction Facility, Keetmanshoop starting to be erratic now in their attack, not in sync with their system. And Mighty Gunners now starting to put that gap again as they had before. Again, error there that is being called. Good touch by Venjithuba. And out ball. Out ball, and the setter there for Keetman's Correction Facility just indicating to the referee that there was a backcourt violation. But still having a point advantage here now, 2 points down. Trying to work it out there. You see Samuel Ita now just indicating to the boys as to what they want is just one dead block. And they're looking for that one. Another one they are calling for, but that young man, Kaukwena Tangeni, Matthews, jersey number 9 for Mighty Gunners, making the big work there. Mighty Gunners now into an 18-15 command lead. And this time around, working very, very hard for themselves and the boys there. As we are tuned in, have a lot of volleyball enthusiasts tuning in from all corners of the world, right from Ethiopia and China, Kenya as well, recognizing the good play that is up here. Mozambique, a lot of players just giving credit to the Namibian Volleyball Federation here in MTC for just affording them the chance to see what is happening in Namibian volleyball. All thanks to the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation bringing this live to you all from all corners of the world and this country. As it is set 3 of this game between Keetman's Correction and Mighty Gunners. 16-19 Keetman's Correctional Facility trailing. Wow, look at that young man, Simpson Aufiku again. Going up very high on position 4 and pouncing that ball with a massive force on the floor of Mighty Gunners. Really, really undeterred because there was no block. Victor Ndove left to wonder what he's doing on the front there. Really not following the passage of the ball and causing his team a massive hit there. But there's still good block by the setter there, Machado, 1-on-1. And just trying to recover his team back in here so that they can take it. And they're starting to believe now, Kitman's correction facility. If they do take it, they will gain 3 clean points and ease themselves out of that relegation zone. And they are not really a bad team, it's just proper coordination. And Mighty Gunners made a call of a timeout there. That's their last timeout. Mighty Gunners having lost their first match 3-1 against the senior Namibia Correction Facility team. But failing to really put up a formidable fight here as they did in their first morning match. So 18-19, Kitman's Correction Facility still trailing by 1 point. But here at the showgrounds of Plaza Hall, it's still expected to go either way. It's a battle of the relegation phasing teams. But man oh man, Shetunyenga going on that line and finding Elia Anawe. Was a very good set by Kakwena. Elia had no option but just to put his foot up there because he was left for dead. Simpson using so much power against the block of Mighty Gunners and just keeping it within a point and probably just trying to get it to the last hurdle. But Mighty Gunners, their undying spirit and never say die attitude starting to prevail here. Good set out again, Shetunyenga getting that point off Elia again. And as it stands, it's now 21-19. The energy seems to be now dissipating for Kitman's Correction Facility. They seem to be drained. But it's not yet over. Elia now coming in with a powerful hit. Going through that block of that's his namesake, Elia Joseph Kalitheni, jersey 20 on the Mighty Ghana side. And the setter there, Kakwena, making a big point. They are big hitter now on back on serve. Simpson Aufiku going for serve. And the Mighty Gunners puts that ball out as it is. It's tied at 21 sides. And it's still anybody's game. Both these teams really wanting it for their good staying in this league. There's still 8 more rounds, 8 more games to be played. And that's in round 5, 6, and 7, and 8. But as it stands, round 1, the first leg of the competition about to come to a conclusion here today and tomorrow. Some team will be playing round 2 already. So and we can see there Mighty Gunners attackers making a good point and just regaining their 1 point lead over Correction Facility. You can see that run up there. Elia pushing and huffing. Still out, unable to get it. And wow, impressive work there by that is Kaukwena Matthews Tangeni, jersey number 9 of Mighty Gunners, getting big points for his team. 23-21 it is now for Mighty Gunners. It might just end very soon in the set in favor of Mighty Gunners, but Kitman's Correction Facility having a lot of work to do. And a rotation, actually net fault called there. Set point for Mighty Gunners. And the boys from Chivarongo just working their way back into this game and possibly to take it. Good serve. Matthews with a good swing. And a net touch violation there by the blockers of Mighty Gunners. Is Kitman's Correction Facility going to hold it tight here and take over the set? Or is Mighty Gunners going to make sure they take this one to the fourth set and probably give themselves another fighting chance? Take it to the ultimate set 5. Good service, touch. And that ball is out. Ball is out. There seemed to be confusion. But eventually given. The referee indicating that that set is set and done. Mighty Gunners giving themselves a lifeline. And that is 2-1. 2-1 it is now. 25-22 is how it ended in favor of Mighty Gunners. And I'm sure now all their spectators in Chivarongo are really now just hoping that the boys can get this one back. As it stands, the Mighty Gunners seem to be finding another lifeline for themselves here, while the Kitman's Correctional Facility seem to have lost it a bit and looking out of breath. And as we're taking a refresher here, we'll leave you with some highlights. We are back again on the fourth set here. Both teams really giving themselves a chance to fight. Mighty Gunners clawing their way back into the set with that win in the third set. On the other court, and another final match of the day, that is Nampol versus Africa at Sea. Nampol said to be leading by 2-1, and in the fourth set they are still also. It can finish simultaneously here, but Mighty Gunners proving a point here that they are the big guns of the defense force, and just wanting to maintain that momentum, trying to close down the correctional facility wardens here, and Kitman's correctional facility also not giving in very easily. Fighting, good recycle, and there was a net touch there by Elia, and you could see that Mighty Gunners are now giving it their all, fighting, huffing and puffing, because they are starting to play for the pride of that badge that is on their jerseys. Elia playing it out there in the open, but well recycled by Josiah, the libero. Still a point for Mighty Gunners. Seems that there is a lot of energy being consumed in those first two sets by Kitman's correctional facility. The momentum seemed to have gone now with that set loss, but Simon Kanjeke putting the ball into the net of Mighty Gunners there, and unfortunately conceding a point. We have not seen Veli Mushoko play today, as well as that is Milinga Samata, jersey 14 for correction, probably injured. That is way out. You could see the attempt was looking for that corner on the baseline. Unfortunately not being able to get that, pushing the ball on the outside. Gift by correction facility to Mighty Gunners. Teams in a gifting mood here today. Really ensuring that each team's birthday comes earlier than the other. Good Christmas gifts, I bet, by these two teams in terms of services that they are given. Good serve. Floating about in front of that is Simpson, and Leah just put down there by that combination of Kathindi and Kalitheni. Actually, Kathindi and Kauhena, Tangeni Matthews, number 9, working impressively hard together there to get that point. Another point by Samuel Ita. Just realizing the reach of Kathindi. Natangwe was far out, and he plays it right out on the floor there. Too many Natangwes in the Mighty Gunners team. Kathindi Natangwe Nikanor is wearing jersey 4. And there is also Taipinge Jesiah Natangwe wearing 15. Then Matthews Abed Natangwe wearing jersey 16. There's another Natangwe. Then we have Mululu Natangwe Silas wearing jersey 5. Actually, 5 Natangwes in this team, or 4 to say, and 2 Philemons. Angola Philemon Shopala and Shiele Philemon Ekanjo. 9, that is 11 and 13. Quite interesting. And 2 opposite Elias are playing on each side. There was a lift carry there. That was a very powerful hit by Elia. And referee Leah just calling the captains to order and giving them instructions as to who should be communicating to her. That ball going correctional facilities way. Elia on serve. Mighty Gunners playing that ball out. You can see the dejection on jersey number 20 there, Elia Joseph Kalitheni's face. Put under pressure there. Good play by Victor Ndove. Ndove making it quite impressive. And with this first middle attack, Ndove Victor, that is, making a big point for his team. That's a good swing. That ball out of play and into the commentary booth here. A hit with such venom by Simpson. And we have now the line judge, Hyper, collecting it from underneath my feet here. That's just how hard it was hit going through all the mesh nets that are set up here. Simpson now getting the ball. And railing to go for his team. Good save, but good pass by Shatunyanga. And a ball blocked onto their own side. That is Mighty Gunners missing out on an opportunity. Actually, correction facility missing out on the opportunity to just gain momentum. Still a 1 point game. Big block again by Victor. And over there. The blockers for Mighty Gunners now starting to come into their game. Starting to believe. Good serve. Quick play by the setter, quick thinking by the setter of correctional facility. Machado just lobbing it over the block while they're waiting for it to be set. And as it is, one good touch. Again, a ball coming over the net. And Mighty Gunners starting to peel away in this set again, set 4. Can he go to the wire? Indeed, they are starting to believe now. Ndove Victor with the serve. Getting into position. And trying to defend very well there, but unfortunately, standing tall and high, that ball just bouncing off him and out of play. Getman's correction facility now with 1 point. They're receiving coaching now from outside the fan base there as to where they should place the ball. Kanjeke Simon with a nice backcourt attack from position 5, leg 1. Untouchable by that three-man block of Mighty Gunners and giving Getman's correction facility a chance to get back in here. Still Mercado on serve. Good touch. Rolled into open space there, taking the set out of play. But Simon or Simpson is going for power, just missing that mark that he was trying to attack and conceding a point there. 11-10. Service is with Mighty Gunners. They are now having advantage of 1 point lead. Kidman Soap having an advantage of a set, 2-1, and there's a fourth set. Mighty Gunners take it here. They will take it to a 5-set thriller. Good pass by Simpson. And Elia just using the block of Mighty Gunners, who blocks it out. And a point given to Mighty Gunners. The libero there for Kidman's Kalonda Herald just puzzled as to how that ball has been given to Mighty Gunners, if the blocker was actually off Mighty Gunners. And the captain just being pushed away there. Consultation being made by the first referee and the line judge. A blocker touch out, the line judge is indicating. You could see there Elia going with that hit. And it seems ball was actually played by Elia from the antenna before it went to the blocker. And we are still to see where the referee is going to give that. Indeed, ball is given to Mighty Gunners. Correct call it was. Good vision by the line judge. And the ball is played out of play there. Play. Blocked back into the court there. Elia Kalitheni couldn't get that line, opting to go for cross, which was quite tight. Missing that chance again to take his team into a lead. Now conceding a point. 13-11. Kidman's correctional service. Paulus Matthew with a serve. Joshua Ipinge now in, and Shetunyenga just running in the channel of his setter. He was and the coach for Mighty Gunners calling for a timeout there. 11-14 they are trailing, and the focus now being on the other court where Afrocat C is playing with Nampol Volleyball. Nampol Volleyball leading 2-1, and it's also the fourth set. We will give you the results of that match as it concludes. Substitution being made. Angola Shopala ready to come on. And taking off, that is Kathindi Natangwe Nikanor. This is the battle for the relegation spot in the first round. These two teams both in the red zone. Kidman's Correctional Facility standing in position 7, and the Mighty Gunners in position 8. A miss approach there by Angola Shopala. Was really set up very well there, but the ball was right on top of the setters head, not placing it at arm distance. And the point going Correctional Facilities way. The blockers for Mighty Gunners not reaching far out within the zone. So if Correction Facility wins at 3-1, they will be having 6 points and will be really challenging up with Unam Hard Hitters and Calvary, who by themselves will also now be entering that relegation zone along with Mighty Gunners. That was a good touch by Shetunyenga, trying to bring that back in, and a good massive block by, that is Shopala Angola. If it remains the way it is, it means Kidman's correction facility will gain 3 points to make it 6, and they will just move up the log a bit, where currently Unam Hard Hitters will fall into that relegation spot. Although they will have 6 points, the ratio scores now will be determining here. And then Calvary themselves also will be falling back into that relegation spot. So it will be 3 teams that will be having 6 points. And Mighty Gunners will be having a lot of work to do in round 2. Will be forced to really win at least 4 of their matches by 3-0, 3-1. And those are no easy matches in this top 8. Getting quite vocal now in this arena, which has been putting up a massive volleyball showing here since the last weekend of March, with the first round of the VNL being launched here, and then it was massively followed there by the Region 5 games from the 6th of July to the 12th of July. Magnificent and exhilarating games of the talented youth of the Region 5 countries here in SADC countries. Oh, massive hit by that left-handed attacker of correctional facility Keetmanshoop, Simpson Aufiku. Jersey number 10 making a big point for his team there. See his swing, cutting off Ndove, and just making a big point. And now here we are again at this arena, whose relationship with the volleyball is becoming symbiotic now, and surely it will not be the last time the showing of volleyball will be on, as the NVF Cup majors make its way here again, if not in other parts of the region. But it has really become a beautiful relationship between volleyball and Windhoek Showground Plaza Hall. 1914 Keetman's correctional facility was leading. Unfortunately, Elia this time around putting the ball in the net, and Mighty Gunners trailing by 4 points. They just seem to have given up. It is the MTC NVF VNL Championship in the second year running of the 3 million sponsorship spread over 3 years. This is the second year. 1 million more to be contested for in the 2026. And with the hope of an extension, many volleyball viewers really hoping and praying that the leadership at Mobile Telecommunication will be affording them another chance of putting up a great showing. And sponsors alike are still just being called out to support the associations to just make volleyball more enticing and interesting. We still also give credit to the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation for partnering with the Namibian Volleyball Federation and MTC Volleyball League here to bring these matches to you live, the viewers from across the country and the continent. Many of you appreciating the good effort from all corners of Namibia, the region and the world. Many Namibians and diaspora really appreciating this live broadcast of the sporting events as it has been promised by the government of the 8th administration. Here, the good play there by Mighty Gunners, jersey number 9, 8, actually 9. Kaukwena was really coming out of his shell here and making points, finding the gap always between that setup of the setter and the blocker on the front line. Good touch by Elia, that is Kalitheni. And then his namesake goes and plays the ball on the opposite side out far there, and bringing them in within a point is now 2018. Mighty Gunners having to work hard and hard. And right on the money. That ball is on the court. The ball is in. And you can see the setter there, Machado, just trying to tell his boys to say, look, focus. That was an inside ball. And a good celebration there, but referee maintaining his decision. Good defense, but there was a net violation by Mighty Gunners players, conceding a point now, trailing by 2 points, 21-19. Keetmans Correction Facility still giving themselves a chance to fight for this one. Fortunately, Mighty Gunners feel it is not yet over. And on the other side there, it's proving to be very exciting. That is Mighty Gunners coming back with good fight again by Shetunyenga. I was just saying the match is proving to be quite exciting. On the other side, Nampol and Afrocat C seems it's going to the wire. And in this one, it's still not yet over. A good pass by Simpson. Rolled over. And Elia Kalitheni just giving it too easy there. Oh, and his counterpart decides to just play it outside altogether. Doesn't want to play it any easy way, and with that wild swing gives Mighty Gunners a leveler, 21 points each side. And a no point has been called. There seemed to be a confusion there. The setter, the referee had given a service call, but seems Keetmans Correction Facility was already on their way out for a timeout, which was not granted. In actual case, the first ref has a decision to make to give a point, because she has not allowed for a timeout. And as it is, she was supposed to grant a point indeed to Mighty Gunners, because once you do not allow you do not give a chance for that team to walk off, you're still in control of the game as the first referee. And the team's just focusing a bit there. We're back on the live picture there. Machado in your picture there, the setter for Keetmans Correction Facility. And it's a tight fourth set on the other court. That is Nampol versus Afrocat. One more being called so that the two teams can go to a tie break. But here again, it's also tight in terms of the set scores. 21-21, and the sets being in favor of Mighty Gunners. A yellow card being given to Mighty Gunners, it appears. And there's a man in your picture given a sanction. It's 21-21. Service now here. Good pass by Simpson. And a block out by the mighty Ghana's blockers there. 22-21. Both games now here really poised to go for a fifth set thriller, depending on who's more hungry for it. Correctional facilities, Samuel with a good big block there at the net and getting his team an advantage of 2 points. Timeout being called by mighty Gunners, trying to break momentum. And as it is, on the other side, it's still failing to come to an end. Afrocat seem to be now in the lead of set point with that save. A good point being made by Nampol Volleyball Club, and it's still tight for the set. And whilst we're waiting to get into this one, mighty Ghanas are struggling to get themselves back into this match. 2 points down, but it's still not far. They can recover with a good reception and bringing back jersey number 9 Kauhena and Machado on serve. They really focus as to where he'd want to put the ball. Still waiting on the referees to consult and finalize in terms of a decision. And as it is, it appears that a match on the other side is now going to a tie break. Tie break indeed. It is Nampol Volleyball Club and Afrocat going now to a 5-set thriller. Whilst here the referees are still trying to sort out the scoreboard and the rotation sheet. Just making a livelier match to prolong out a bit longer. We do not know now what seemed to have happened there. Is there a rotational fault on some side? Or are they going to rectify that? The referee commissioner, Mr. Mpadi, is still within the arena and he could probably come and rectify that. Celebration and the echoing voices of the supporters of Afrocat see they really up and roaring because they have just given themselves a lifeline. These two teams are also contesting for third position. And Nampol, as it was standing, were at one point in the lead in third position there, but Afrocat with that win against that was Calvary, getting themselves back into the game. So as it stands, both teams now having 1 point each. One have to win it here to get 2 points off the other. So the referee commissioner, Mr. Mpadi, is coming there. You can see that set, the fourth set ended in a 31-29 thriller spectacle of a game. And we just hope that these boys' energies are not expanded. As you can see, the whole arena focus now onto that game because that is where the big contest is in terms of position 3 and 4. 2 and 1 is sailing away from the rest of the group. That is Namibia Correctional Service and the Namibian Defence Force Raptors. Correctional Service with 21 points, NDF with 20. Those two teams now both contesting for third position, both wanting to consolidate and be within the prize money of the final rounds in leg 2. Ball played out and Mighty Gunners just walking themselves back in here. Can they also tie it up as in the other match? If not, this will be 3-1 in favor of Kitman's correction, but Mighty Gunners, that undying spirit. Again an error by Samuel Itade. A casual, very lethargic approach by him, putting the ball out of play, causing his team a great point there. Now it's tied at 23 sides. Good save by Kanjeke Simon. Out again by Elia. Set point for Mighty Gunners. And they are also setting themselves within a chance of winning this one. Really working themselves back into the game. And Kanjeke now saving for a point and to take this one to a 5-set thriller. Good block by the Mighty Gunners blocker. Kathindi unfortunately unable to reach out there and block. Elia really scrambling and scrabbling for that point. 24 sides, 4th set. 2-1 Kidman's Correction Facility leads. Good play. Shatunyenga with a good hit into the hands of Paulus. Well blocked by Kathindi. Long and played by Elia. Shatunyenga walking the hand of Simpson. Simpson going to get that. Aufiku going for power, but put down by Kathindi. Kathindi really proving to be the big blocker for Mighty Gunners here. Just gaining his team a point, and set point it is for Mighty Gunners, 25-24. And everybody's looking to a 5-set thriller on both courts, but unfortunately failing to yield in this game. Good set out by Simon with power and almost destroying the libero there. Going with such venom and anger. I mean, he wants to get this one over and done with. But Kathindi just failing to go up and leaving his libero and captain in the line of danger with that powerful hit by Simpson Aufiku. Good hit by, that is Elia Kalitheni. It's going again to Simpson, but this time Kathindi putting up a good block and affording his team a match point. And he's going on serve. Is he going to finish it off? Or is he going to put a dagger on his own neck? This time saving properly. Ball placed out to Elia, and Mighty Gunners winning it there. Match set and done. Mighty Gunners winning it 27-25. And both games now in tiebreak. It's really proving to be a long night here. Both teams not really wanting to give up. 27-25, it's how it ended. Mighty Gunners really walking their way back into this one. Easy but sure. A toss is now being made into who's going to be to really take this one. As we come back after these highlights, we just leave you with highlights of this match whilst we take a breather and observe as to what will happen in the 5th set. We are back on the live feed with service by Correctional Facility. Unorthodox reception. Good defense there by, that is jersey number 9 of Mighty Gunners. Walking the defense very well there for his team. Oh, Elia with such a powerful hit. And his namesake, Kalitheni, Elia, unable to defend that like how Kauhuena was doing. Kauhuena really working his socks off for his team here and bringing them into the 5-set thriller. As it stands now, it's 2-2 in terms of the set score, and one side in the 5th set. Good hit by Shetunyenga, but a net by Elia called by the referee. It's quite an interesting affair here tonight. Africa C leading in the 5th set of that match of theirs with Nampo by 8-3 it was. And in this one, just starting the 5th set, 1-1 and 2-2 in terms of the set score. Mighty Gunners with a serve and an error pass by Kalonda. Good reach by Kathindi again, really proving to be the big blocker. Good defense by Josiah. Shetunyenga with a good point of Samuel Ita. And 2-1 it is for Mighty Gunners. The people in Ochiwarongo starting to believe. I'm sure the news is now put on pause as they are trying to check as to how the boys are doing. And those in Kietmanswap and Marintal also posing the news on their side to just see how their boys are going to fare up. Simon Kanjeke is on serve for Mighty Gunners. Really working and working hard. Good save there by him, but Simpson Aufiko with a good reception. A ball out of play. And the referee is just indicating that it's Mighty Gunners' side. Mighty Gunners poising themselves up ready. That man really putting in the effort and the works. Fighting and toiling for those points, but unfortunately his barrages and relentless hitting of Mighty Gunners did not yield any fruit in the 3rd and 4th set. Mighty Gunners taking it away there, but he was effective in the 1st and 2nd set with big hits, almost causing gaps and holes within the floor here. The serve is by Kanjeke again. Kalonda with a good pass. And unfortunately this time around, Kauhuena Tangeni unable to get to defend that ball from the baseline. Paulos Matthews, jersey number 2 here for Kitman's Correctional Facility on serve and trying to just tie up the score in this 5th set. A good pass by Josiah. Out to those 2 players contacting the ball double. Free ball given, and again Josiah passes it. It makes a meal of that. Good point by, that is Elia Kalitheni. Josiah, the captain, trying to rally his boys on here. They're starting to play about with a smile and a plump. Good save by them. Touch. And again Simpson Aufiku coming up with some powerful hits from that outside position 4, going big and powerful diagonal into position 5. Nobody to defend or cover that position. Here the cheers on the other side, the sets of supporters railing their teams on. Oh, and that is inside again by the Mighty Gunners team. Both teams leaving their backcourt positions of 1 and 5 far too wide open without any defender. And as it stands, Mighty Gunners in a favorable lead, poised to take this one. Good block again there. A combination of Elia Kalitheni and Angola Shopala Philemon doing the good works there for their team. Putting up a good block, and 6-3 they are in the lead. Kathindi with the serve. Good touch, over pass. Seem to have been a lot of things there, net touched but not recalled. And Shopala too late. And the ball just deflecting off his block and out of play. A correctional facility, Keetmanshoop walking themselves back into this one. 2 points down. Josiah with a pass out of system, getting the setter to run. But Kauhena, Tangeni, Matthews in an uncompromising mood from both front and back, doing much of the work for his team, together with this young man there, Elia Kalitheni, who has been brought on for jersey number 7, that is Nakale Shitaleni Titus, who was crushed by his own player there and never came back on court. It's a good hit by, that is jersey 15, Elia Paulus, targeting his namesake in that cover position 1, and just swinging out of the way because our ball was moving at bullet speed. Good pass by Josiah, and that man making a good point, assisted by the top band of the net there, and leading the teams into change offside. Mighty Gunners now in a lead of 8-5. And as it stands, it seems both teams now really just trying to get themselves going. And we are still here at the Windhoek Showground Plaza Hall. It's the last matches of the evening. And as it stands, Afrocat seems to be running away with it on the other side. And the fans calling for one more in terms of Afrocat in the lead. And the rotation being confirmed here by, or positions be confirmed there by Mr. Abiatar. The score there is in favor of Afrocat, 14-6 in the 5th set thriller. But service is with Nampol. If they make a mistake here, Afrocat will take it. And just like that, Afrocat wins it and takes the set 3-2. A good game it was. Nampol loses this one to Afrocat. Afrocat consolidating their position. 2 points that they get now, and they stand at 16 points. And we are back here again on the changeover. After the confirmation of the positions by the second referee. We are just informing you that Afrocat defeated Nampol 3-2 in a 5-set thriller there. Nampol now trailing behind. Wow, what a powerful hit by Shetunyenga. Just going through that block big, and they're starting to believe now also Mighty Gunners, one of the newly promoted side into the VNL. Facing up with Kidman's Correctional Facility, who had played, this will be their second year running since the inauguration of the VNL last year. Surviving by mere whiskers in terms of relegation. This time again, no defense put up there by Correctional Facility after attacking that ball. The block very effective from Mighty Gunners. Correctional Facility are now losing the grip on the match. At 10-4 it is in favor of Mighty Gunners. We just want to give you the permutation in terms of 3rd and 4th position on the men's league after revivals, after Afrocat C won that one. Afrocat C, having won the first match, was at 14 points. Now with this 2 points will stand at 16. Nampol, who had won their first match, were having 12 and now only having 13. So they are trailing by 2 good points, still remaining in that is 4th position, and Afrocat consolidating their position on position 3 there. And that was a good hit by that is Samuel Eater. In terms of the games played by Nampol now today having played 7 matches, still having one to play tomorrow, and AfroCat having concluded their first round matches here today, and possibly to kickstart into that wild swing by Shetunyenga. The referees are unable to be in sync with each other. They're not really stating as to where they are. Tomorrow's men's matches, AfroCat C will start off with Kietman's Correctional Facility in terms of second round at 11, and Mighty Gunners will be taking up on Hard Hitters again in their second round match. The NDF Raptors will be playing Namibia Correctional Facility in the last match of the day. AfroCat collecting a maximum of 5 points from today's matches. Nampol managing only to collect managing to collect 4 out of a total 6. As it is, it's a 9-10. Kietman's Correctional Facility working their way back into this one, still giving themselves a chance, and the permutations there not going to be much of a change. Just one team going on top of the other. If Correction maintains this recovery, they will remain in 7th position. If not, Mighty Gunners will walk themselves on top into position 7, and maybe can walk from there again tomorrow against Unam Hard Hitters. You see that both teams are now really struggling for pace and energy to get themselves into this match. 10-10 it is. Mighty Gunners just letting lose of or control of losing control of that well poised lead they had of 10-6. In Correction Facility walking themselves very well back into this one and putting up a contest. It is now the only match that is on here today. The other match having completed, ending also in a 5-set thriller. Shetunyenga, there was a line penetration there. Elia just feeling a twist on the ankle there, and really working gingerly there, trying to step on it and just to be comfortable, but unfortunately feeling the pinch there. Veli Mushoko now coming on court. Elia seemed to be out. He's just indicating that he's oh, that was a near angle crusher there. Oh, that was so painful indeed. The way he landed. Oh, that's very, very painful, and I can imagine why he's really struggling to get back into the game. Because his landing was just off. Net touch by Mululu. 11-10 in favor of Mighty Gunners, and Mighty Gunners taking this one, losing grip of this one here. A timeout call by Coach Shikudule after really having a comfortable lead and now starting to lose it here. And all sets of supporters are starting now to call on to the Almighty to say, give it to our team. It's really interesting. Mululu going with a good swing, but not drawing his hand back. Mighty Gunners now trailing by 12-10. Quite interesting as it is still in terms of the set score. Good pass, Shetunyenga put down by Samuel Ita, who is now getting his team into the lead, and the captain there losing momentum. Could see Elia grimacing there on the sideline as the medic is trying to attend to him. Still feel that he's in a very uncomfortable position. And a good hit by Mighty Gunners, walking themselves back into this game, and that's Joshua Ipinge recovering a point. Everybody is still looking on as to what will be next. Good block by Mululu and Shetunyenga. Shetunyenga with a good touch, calling for it in terms of the attack, rolling it in that open space, and Veli really working hard. And the captain there, Simpson Alfiku, putting up a set point lead for his team. Kidman's Correction working their way back into this one. And Victor Ndove is coming in to replace now. That is Shetunyenga. And set point in terms of correctional service. Kidman's correctional facility, that is. Good serve, good pass. All played out to Ndove, and could this be the killer? Good touch. Good play out to Veri. He's trying to defend that one. It's becoming a mess there, everybody on the floor. And Veli still trying to get his nerves settled. Concedes a point there. 12-14. Can still go anyway. A lot of players now just being kept on the stadium because some teams are having to travel together, especially Mighty Gunners and NDF in terms of their places of residence. And again, a good work there by Elia. Unfortunately, still trailing by 1 point, and Josiah just trying to tell his team to say, look, we can fight and fight way back in this one. As long as I get the service right. And Dove saving strategically there, out of system. A good touch. Mululu playing the ball over, and this time Simpson is put down by that combination of Mululu. And it is now 14 sides. It's quite nervy stuff here, it is. And everybody's now trying to ask as to where it is going to end. Is it going to be at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or is it going to be now? Simpson again brought back into his court. Good cheeky play by Machado. And good defense. That's a lot of shouting there from the players. 15-14 in favor of Kidman's Correction Facility. Mighty Gunners, after doing the good work there, now trailing. Sakeus really now having to get this save right. Overpass by Mululu. Veli Mushoko with a good play. And well recovered. Good play. And it was almost out again. Veli Mushoko put down again. And it is 15 sides. It's really becoming a battle of the relegation phase teams. Nobody wants to remain under as the last team on the log of 8. Serve there was by Mighty Gunners, and it goes to Simpson. Again, he makes a big point. 16-15 it is. Quite interesting. You see Veli struggling. That's why he probably didn't play much of the entire game. And Elia still grimacing. You could see there the grin on his face, trying to just put on the shoe and to come on, but he's saying no, he can't. As you can see him there in the short, even putting his face into his palms of his hand. Good touch by Josiah, the libero and captain. Ball is blocked out by Venjithuva Chioto. 16 all. Game 18 it is, and it is just right quarter 50 minutes after 9. And quite interesting match it is. And good. Wow, that is way out. Way out. It's great billing. I'm sure people are excited as to wherever they are watching this from. And servers rotation is being requested there by Kitman's Correctional Facility, a volleyball club, and Simpson gets a note from the referee that he's the one to serve as the top attacker goes now on serve. Josiah Natangwe with a good pass. At this time, Kitman's Correction Facility putting that one down, and Mighty Gunners losing it 18-16 after putting up a good fight and having been in a command lead of 10-6. It was quite an interesting game this time around. Kitman's Correctional Facility gaining 2 points. That gives them now a margin of 5 points, and Mighty Gunners now 3 points. Still more to play for tomorrow, but as it stands from us here in the commentary booth, or from me here in the commentary booth, which is still in the Koto, it was a quite impressive showing of the day. Since we got here in the early chilly mornings, the MTC VNL living up to its billing and give us great performances there, electrifying matches that we have seen and observed. And with those results that have also been trickling in, it has been quite entertaining. Although some of the matches we could only get them from the crowd cheering here. Quite impressive performance by Kitman's Correctional Facility. Even with their talismanic attacker, Elia Paulus going out with that near ankle twister landing, but really recovering very well now. Kitman's Correctional Facility winning the first two sets 25-19, 25-18, losing the third and fourth set by 25-22, 27-25, and taking the last set 18-16 and 3-2-0. That is how it ended for the day. From me here, I just want to say thank you for joining us, and please do join us tomorrow again at the same channels. That's MBC2 on GSTV channel 283 and MBCsport.na on YouTube. And those games are going to start around about 9 to 10 there of the morning matches. We're just going to try and give you which matches are going to be on. The first matches that are going to be on tomorrow: Unam Hard Tita starting with Mighty Gunners at 9, and then Africa C is Kitman's Correctional Facility at 11, and the big match of the day, that will be NDF Raptors versus Namibia Correctional Service. And then for the ladies matches, it will be obviously 4 matches that will be played. Actually, yes, that's Nampol Ochazon Jupa playing 6 Stars, the first match at 9. Ballbusters playing NDF Phoenix at 9 as well. 2 courts for the ladies being used, and at 11 simultaneously Kudos Sports Club will be playing Unam Queens, and Revivals will be playing Nampol. That will also be a great match. The broadcast in terms of tomorrow's matches, it will be Ballbusters versus Phoenix at 9 o'clock and Court C, and it will transition into Kudos versus Unam Queens, and the last match that will be broadcast, that will be NDF Raptors versus Namibia Correctional Services. Depending on how these games will end, this is how it will be, but these are just permutations in terms of this game going. We are now wrapping up. Join us tomorrow, and thank you for joining us for this whole afternoon. It's over and out.
Boys!
Hard hitters. You see that both teams are now really struggling, having completed, ending also in a 5-set thriller. Shitunyanga, there was a line penetration there, off. Net touch, good pass, Shitunyanga. Space and really working hard, and it's becoming a mess there. Everybody on the floor, and really of their places of residence, playing the ball over, and this time good cheeky play by Machado. And a good defense. So out again. Veli Mushoko put down. It was by Mighty Gunners, and it goes to Simpson. Again, he makes a big Saya, the libero and captain. Natangwe with a good pass. This time, Kidman's correction facility, putting that one down, and Mighty Gunners losing it 18-16 after.
For the love of the game.